old donkey was wise and realized the farmer was going to get rid of him, so he took matters into his own hooves and started down the road toward the city.
Well, I think I'll head to the city to become a musician.
The old donkey had a powerful voice which, in spite of his advancing years, could be heard for miles around when he put back his head and his braid.
Ee-haw, ee-haw,
He had not gone very far when he met an old dog lying stretched out by the roadside. The dog was panting as if she had just run a great distance. The old donkey stopped and greeted her.
Good morning, old dog. What, may I ask, are you doing out here all alone, and why are you panting so hard?
Alas, I have run away, but I'm an old dog, and my strength is all but given out on me.
Run away? Why should a loyal dog run away? Pardon me for saying, but I think you should return home or use someone to care for you.
I agree, but the truth of the matter is that my master no longer wants me. I was his good dog, so as long as I could hunt birds and herd sheep. But now he grows angry when I trail behind in the woods, and the fields are so large I cannot keep up with him.
That's so sad, my friend.
That's not the worst of it. He threatened me to bury me in the woods on his next hunt so he could get a new puppy.
How rude! Your master is a cruel man indeed, but I can understand how you feel. My master yells at me for pulling the cart so slowly, and has been lately making plans to replace me with a younger donkey.
The truth, it's so hard to grow old with people. I may as well lie here until I die. I have no use anymore.
Nonsense, dear friend. Listen, I have an idea. I'm on my way to the city to become a musician. Why don't you join me and see what you can do? Can you sing? How, ho, 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 ho. Excellent, old girl. Two are better than one after all.
So the two of them set out to the city.
Before they had gone very far, however, they came upon two twin cats sitting in the middle of the road. They stopped to speak to them.
Hi there, my fine feline ladies. What's the matter? You look as unhappy as my friendly old dog did less than an hour ago.
Why shouldn't we look unhappy? You two don't know what it is to grow old and no longer be welcome in your very own home.
Indeed. Tell us what happened. We too have suffered from recent misfortunes.
I'm sure there's nothing you could do for us.
Perhaps not, but sometimes it helps to talk to others. Don't you agree?
True. You see, we used to be loved very much. We are twin cats and have been with our mistress since we were kittens. She brushed our fur, fed us fish, and gave us milk every morning. We are not as fast as we used to be and have a hard time catching the mice in the cottage. So she booted us from the house and went to town to find younger kittens.
Well, dear girls, do not despair. We share the same sorrow. Instead of sitting here on the road all the way, why don't you join us? We're on our way to the city. Are you two good musicians? Most cats are. What do you think, old dog?
I was never a fan of cats, but I'm happy to make an exception for these two.
Oh, thank you.
And so the old cats joined the old dog and the old donkey. They sang, they shared stories with the other youth and began to feel much better as they all got acquainted.
Within a few miles of the city, they came to a farmyard where they saw an old rooster perched on the gate. He was crowing with all of his might.
My, what a fine sound you make, Master Rooster. Pray, good sir, what great event are you proclaiming?
Why, it is a fair and sunny day, and my mistress can safely hang out her walk.
She must depend on you to tell her such things.
Indeed, she does. She will never know when the sun will come up and for word for my crowing.
But you look unhappy. What's the matter?
I've had a rude shock, my friends. Would you believe it? In spite of my many years of service to her, I have heard her say to her husband that she plans to cut off my head and roast me for Sunday dinner.
Oh no, that's worse than what happened to us. Why don't you leave here at once?
And go where? How do I know every other farmer wife has the same plans for me?
We have a plan.
What kind of plan?
Come with us and we'll tell you.
Where are you going?
To the city, of course. We're going to seek our fortune as musicians. With your fine voice, I'm certain we'll find work somewhere.
Your plans are better than Sunday dinner. Count me in.
Meow!
And so the donkey, dog, cats, and rooster made their way to the city and were certain good luck was in store for them.
As evening approached, they were still a small distance from the town, so they decided the edge of the woods for the night near an old cottage.
We can't be as far away from the town as I thought. I see lights in that cottage.
Are you sure? It looks dark to me.
Yes, it's a house or an inn.
Then perhaps we should push on. I could use a softer bed and some hay.
Having agreed, the company got up and followed the cats whose eyes served best in the dark.
Soon they came upon a house in which there lived a band of robbers. The group stopped outside the door. Then the donkey, the tallest of them, cautiously peered his head through the window.
What do you see, donkey?
Astonishing. A table high with good things to eat, and a band of men sitting around it counting their gold.
Ha! That foolish old woman left her window unlocked after she threw out her cats. These are the finest pearls I have ever stolen.
That's nothing. That foolish old hunter finally got rid of his mangy old hound, and it was easy to slip into his shed and steal his fine tools.
You think those are nice? I robbed a foolish old farmer while he went to town looking for a new donkey. And on my way here, a silly old woman left her nice lace curtains out on the line. She used to have a noisy rooster that always made me nervous, but he's long gone.
The animals could not make out what the robbers were saying, but soon they formed a plan.
I've got it, everyone. Old dog jump on my back, cats jump on her back, and then the rooster will perch on your shoulders. Then we'll all make music.
Excellent idea.
Let's do it!
The robbers were startled by the concert of the donkey, dog, cats, and rooster. When the animals tumbled into the room, they scattered in all directions and left their gold behind.
So the five friends gobbled up every crumb.
With their bellies full, they each took a bed to their liking.
But while the group slept, the robbers returned to sneak back their treasure.
The first robber slept near the cats, and when he woke them, they clawed and scratched him with all their might.
The second robber stepped near the dog and she bit down on his leg.
The third robber stepped near the donkey, and the old donkey kicked him with both hind legs.
All of this commotion woke up the old rooster who crowed at the top of his lungs. This was too much for the robbers who ran off.
Let's run! A witch has gone to that house! I saw her eyes and she scratched me!
She bit me in the leg.
She kicked me.
The robbers never returned and told other robbers tales of the haunted farmhouse.
The donkey, cats, and dog and rooster were quite happy in their new home and never left to become users.
They are probably still there today.